So I've actually just finished recording my first introduction video, but I thought I'd just change top so that it's easier to edit, so that I know the difference of the videos, and yeah, just get started on a vlog. It is currently Sunday afternoon. It's about 1:45. I have quite a few work bits to get going on now, so I'm just going to start with finishing I'll show you. It's a present from one of my best mates. I use the digital embroidery machine, and I don't know if you recognise it, but it's a sweatshirt. I need to take it out the hoop. It's a sweatshirt of one of Matisse's famous artworks called My Curves Are Not Crazy. So it's got the artwork on the back and the letters on the front. I need to kind of cut in between this, so I thought I'd bring you with me. So yeah, it's currently in the hoop now, so I need to take it out. I use this little screwdriver. You can see the interfacing on the back as well, so that needs to be trimmed and taken off. So yeah, that's come out so nicely, I think. It's like really, yeah, cute. And then the front, you can see, it says My Curves Are Not Crazy. Ooh, can you see it yet? There we go. Oh no. So I've just finished cutting between the letters, so it looks a bit neater. Loads of embroidery businesses don't cut in between the letters. I mean, each to their own, but I personally just think it looks way nicer when it's trimmed in between each one. But I guess it's up to your preference, and to be fair, it is quite time consuming. So now I need to cut around the interfacing, and once that's done, it just needs to be ironed, and I need to give it to her. I almost forgot, but as small business owners will know, you often have like a million things going on at once. And last night when I started sewing this, I decided to make a TikTok about it. So I've just done the next steps and I've forgotten to film it and put it on TikTok, so I'm gonna do that now. Okay, so I've just finished making a TikTok of me making this and finishing it up. My top tip is, if you are running a business, or I don't know, anything like that, or you're trying to make content, I definitely find that if I just try and not make extra work for yourself. So I needed to make this anyway, so it's a good opportunity to like film, and it does make the whole process a bit slower because obviously you've got to talk through each step. Well, I do anyway, but it just means you're not going out of your way to make stuff just for the purpose of making content. You're just kind of just two birds with one stone, isn't it, really? So yeah, I actually don't have this design on my website, so I mean, it is for my friend and it's white, so I want to be careful not to mark it, but I might be really cheeky and just take some photos in it now and then upload them onto my website, because I feel like this design would actually do quite well on Etsy and things like that, so it's good to have some proper photos of it. I'm going to do that now, I think, whilst there's still light. Oh, actually, I mean, I'm so chaotic. All my mates are like, they have no idea how I actually managed to run a business. Because so the other things on my to-do list for the day, I use this, by the way, so it's actually really cheeky of me, because so I bought this book ages ago. It's from the Collab Planning Co. But yeah, this book is basically just a planner. So it has the date at the top, and then it has a work to do and a personal to do, and then it has habits. And then on this side, it's got like an actual plan for the day. And then it's got like outfits and food and stuff. But it's really bad. But because it's quite heavy and I don't really I like to have my plan open every day, I have just photocopied it. I still have loads of pages left in the actual book. So yeah, I feel kind of bad that I'm photocopying it. And I also end up, like, nothing goes to waste. I use these pieces of paper as like templates. Like, I write on them for the template. I mean, I'll explain that in another video. But anyway, nothing goes to waste, so it's all good. Going back to what I was originally going to talk about, so what's next on my to-do list. Finished my friend's sweat, that's done. Finished that TikTok, done. And then I've also got Rose t-shirt and Rose sweatshirt. So what I've been trying to do is, because I've spent a lot of time digitizing, if you don't know what digitizing is, it's creating a digital embroidery file. So it's basically drawing out a file on the computer, which I've self-taught myself to do. I can put videos up on it if you want to learn. So I've got all these digital files, but they're all just sitting there, and I've done the work for them, and I should be advertising them, because it doesn't make sense when I've done all the hard work to just have them sat there doing nothing. So I need to basically make items to then photograph so that I can market them and then upload them onto Etsy and things like that. Might do now, I'm just going to try do a few every day, just to kind of bulk up what's on the website and Etsy and stuff like that. So I'm going to make a rose t-shirt and a rose sweatshirt, and then I'm going to photograph them too. So maybe I'll wait to photograph the one I made for my mate until I get them all done, because then I can photograph them all at once. So let's get making a rose t-shirt and sweatshirt. And these are just samples, so again, they won't go to waste. I mean, I'll probably shove them on the website, or if not, I always have sample sales, so that's kind of a perfect example of what kind of thing might go on the sample sale. So let's get going. Okay, so here's my embroidery machine. I want to make the rose sweatshirt and t-shirt, but I'm not sure what memory stick the rose embroidery file is on, because I'm super unorganized. So I'm just gonna flick through and see if I can find it quickly. I'm pretty sure it might not actually be on this one. I really should just have them labeled. Oh yeah, it is on that one. There we go. Okay, so here's the selection of designs, and this is the rose. So this is what I want to be making. That's actually a thinner line drawing version, whereas this version's a bit thicker. Now, for each of these designs, I have cut out a paper template for the exact same size. So that is the exact same size as that will sew out, if that makes sense. So these are what I mean by I recycle every bit of paper, because I use them to make templates. So I use this template to be able to know where to place the design onto the item. I'll show you. So I can use this as a size guide to then place it where I want it to be. So I could do it central. It could be quite cute central, but I'm gonna go there. What I also do, I put a hole. Oh, I don't know if you can see. I put a hole in the center so that when I place it on here on the item, I can make sure it's in the right place. Where would you say? About there? About there. This bit's really hard. Whenever you're doing something central, it's way easier, because you obviously just follow the centre. But when you're doing this, it's kind of guesswork. I must admit, I see so many embroidery businesses where I think they just get the placement completely wrong. The design is like over here or too close in the centre or something. So it's really helpful to have a mannequin for this as well. I reckon about there. What do we think? I think I'm going to go there. So then I just make a dot in it there, and then it leaves a mark. I use this kind of fabric pencil. So that's that. The next step, pin where that is, so that I know where that dot is, where the design's going to go. I take that off. So now I just need to add the interfacing on the back, which is like a stabilizer, and then hoop it up in the right place. Again, I'm always about zero waste, and all the embroidery forums I read are so anti doing this, but I think it's such a waste if you don't do it. And I'm all about zero waste. So let me show you what I mean. Embroidery design is only this big, but the hoop is this big. But they will tell you that you need to use interfacing that's the whole size of that, which obviously is just such a waste, I think, because it's literally like a quarter of that size. It's like when someone sends you a package for something that's like the size of a lipstick and they send it to you in a big box. Like, I just think it's such a waste, and it works well otherwise. So for that reason, I always keep my scraps, because obviously when you're doing bigger pieces, you sometimes have to cut around the shape that you've embroidered, which leaves you scrap pieces like this. I keep all my scraps and I always use them. So instead of throwing that away, it's obviously this, it would cover that size that I'm about to embroider, so I can reuse it instead. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, so that is now all hooped up. It's ready to be sewn. So I just need to think about what embroidery colour I'm going to use. So what colour thread. This is something that on the website I allow everyone to change and customise themselves, because I think if you can make it your own, then you're more likely to keep it for longer. So I have these shiny threads, and I also have more matte threads. And the colour's obviously light pink. Wait, let me get it. It's always good to just hold the colour up to what you're working on. Oh, this camera's actually really heavy. So I could go for that, very girly. I could go for a black, but it's kind of boring. That's actually quite nice. Obviously roses are normally red or white or pink. So I mean, maybe a dark pink would be good. Maybe I should go for a shiny like that. I think I quite like that. This is kind of, well, that, I honestly spend so long doing this because it's so hard to choose. Anyway, I'm going to choose a colour and stop filming because my arm really hurts holding the camera because it's really heavy. Okay, so I've decided to go for this shade of pink just because I think it kind of naturally goes with the colour of the sweatshirt a bit better. So now I just need to thread the machine up. So the machine is all threaded up, and as you can see, it's now starting to sew. I should really make sure that that pin's not there, but it's a good idea to keep the pins in if you can, just so that the stabilizer doesn't slide around the bottom. I'm gonna get the t-shirt ready now to make one of these, and then I need to get photographing while it's still light outside. It's a pretty gloomy day, but still got some daylight left. Just had a really cheeky little outfit swap because I literally just need to live in trackies, and I wasn't wearing trackies. I need trackies, hoodies, and then I'm comfy. This is my classic TN silhouette, my favourite silhouette ever, Nike Air Max Plus. If you know, you know. But yeah, these have kind of been like my best sellers, and I literally obviously wear a lot of my own stuff because I've got a lot of it. So let's get back to sewing. I need to sew the rose t-shirt, and I think the hoodies, well, the sweatshirt's finished. Let's have a look. Okay, so that is looking pretty finished. Let's pull that out. There we go. I think the colours worked well actually. As I said, I'm kind of just making these because I need to add them to the Etsy and the website, so it's time to make a t-shirt with it on. Okay, so hopefully you can hear me even though the machine's going on, but I'm gonna go upstairs where there's like a white-ish wall. I really struggle with photography in this house, but I'm gonna go for it. I'm really not in the mood, but I do have makeup on, so yeah, I'm just gonna go take some. Hopefully they won't even have my face, and I just need to get them onto like Etsy and things like that, so let's go. Okay, so this is just the hallway in my house. There is a big wall. It is a bit like cream. Everything in this house is not white, it's all like a beige, which really isn't ideal for photography, but you've got to make do with what you've got. So yeah, I'm just gonna time lapse this bit of me taking photos of myself. Yeah, all joys of running a business on your own, but let's go. Okay, so that definitely ended up taking way too long. I don't know what it is about posing for so long. It always just gives me a headache. It's really weird. But yeah, I'm gonna get changed out of this now, and back into my hoodie, and then what do I need to do next? Oh, I've got loads of DMs to reply to, and I need to update my orders list, and then I need to do a stock order. I need to count the stock. So yeah, it's all quite a lot for a Sunday. I don't normally have Sundays so intense, but I'm going to London on Wednesday, so I'm trying to kind of make up for the lost time. Okay, so as it is getting into Sunday evening now, it's 10 to 6, I am gonna go sit by the fire to finish off my day and just reply to my messages by the fire and just chill a bit. I think I'm gonna end it here because it's my first proper vlog, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I've got a lot of it to edit now, which should be an interesting experience because I've never edited anything like this before. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, I guess, quite a weird mix of things that I did today, but it is a Sunday, so normally be a bit more interesting and a bit more going on. But yeah, if you did make it this far, I'm sure no one did, but if you did, thanks for watching.